What's up, guys? It's Derek here. We are watching another game from the Chinese Legendary Cup. Yo, what's up, Salandine? We winning? Well, I haven't played any games yet. So, last game, I guess the real winner so far is Misfortune set comps. We're winning in that we're getting to watch some really fun teamfight tactics. But yeah, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the 7 months. Okay, so yeah, last game we saw... I was just really interested in seeing what the meta looks like in China, because usually it's a bit different from NA. I'm trying to get myself centered in the camera too. I don't know how I ended up doing this. Okay, that looks good. But yeah, looks pretty similar to NA, because we saw a duelist comp go second, which is a little bit non-meta. But like most of the top 4 is like MF comps. There's an interesting Soraka carry comp in the top 3. That was pretty cool. All right. This is the player who went second last game, starting with a double kill start. Yo, is this guy just a duelist hard forcer? Interesting. Would they change about Seth that he went from worst unit in the game to most obnoxious and killable 1-star frontline in the game XD? They buffed his HP. They buffed his HP by 100, which was pretty significant. They made it so he takes less time to cast, and they also just like nerfed a lot of other stuff. So I think it was the confluence of all of that. Thanks for the VOD review. It's so boring to do it alone. All good. All good, sit down. Yeah, that's why I do it, for people who like wouldn't, you know, go out on their own and watch these games. Is like, I think a lot of people like want to improve at TFT, but like, are they really gonna sit and watch through an entire VOD in Chinese? Like, no, probably not. So yeah, makes 10 here. Nice. Ooh, 1 and 2 cost your augment. So what? It's 1/1/2. Yeah. What do we got here? This looks like it's... Oh no, this is the Lulu support augment. Okay. But also the other one's pretty bad. This is the Wukong carry augment. That's Cyclone. This is the Lulu carry augment. All right, I'm just down to see what everyone takes. This is the Lux carry augment that I think was over nerfed. All right, this guy just took get paid with a GP too. Seems good. There was a reroll there. It looked like this is Sivir augment with a Galio too. This is just the Vi support augment. Is this carry? Is this carry Camille or support Camille? Curious. And this is Annie support, of course, just very standard one. Ooh. Is this carry? Is this carry talent or support talent? Oh, I can't wait to see everyone's boards with all these augments. Changes the game so much. Yeah, they buffed the Lulu support augment a bit. Yeah, I don't think it's bad. Alright, and this is Lee Sin support. Okay, so that's just attack speed for the whole board. Curious to see what they end up playing with the Lee Sin support augment. Because there's not that many boards that fit Lee anymore, right? Like, there's no more brawlers that really likes it. They seem to do the same Last Whisper. Okay, curious to see what board this guy ends up playing. Okay. This is just the Vi augment that gives your entire team some HP. So, pretty straightforward. And they used it to get an underground, right? Yeah, that's nice. Okay, making 11 gold here and winning. That's good. Okay, so this is Camille. This is Camille support. Okay, Edge. Man, I thought it was Camille carry for a second. I was gonna get all excited. I'm curious to see what the get paid player ends up doing. Because like we saw last game, I feel like 6 or like just vertical duelists like caps out okay. But I'd prefer to be playing something else. Like, do you just play duelists into something completely different late game, or do you just cap out with duelists? It's easier to just cap out like 6 or 8 duelists the whole game. All right, he ended up slamming Locket, by the way, with this Camille carry augment. Rod plus chain. Interesting. I mean, it's your best slam for sure. With this augment, I was thinking, like, I think more like a Viego angle, right? And you just play Camille as a renegade. But I'm curious, maybe they play something else. All right, so this augment, you're just gonna have a Vi in your late game board. Relatively easy too if you just played for like Aegis or something. Ooh, this person has 2 GP2s, so they get paid. No gold in bank. Okay, because I feel like whenever I take get paid, I just try to play as aggressive as possible because you get rewarded for it, right? You want to be able to kill every single unit on your opponent's board because that's all potential gold that you can plunder. Like, I'd think about going level 5 next round if I were them, especially with the 2 GP2s, and just playing for streak as hard as possible. Like, best case scenario, your board is at level 5, it's 2 GP2s and 4 duelists, and you're just farming people. Okay. L2, not bad. Okay, so another like almost duelist, almost laser corp angle. Yeah, I mean, he could theoretically make gold here, but surely it's just a pre-level make 10, I would imagine. And you just chill on this. Ooh, he's gonna make 10, it looks like. Okay. I mean, that's definitely reasonable as well. I'm just not sure what his His board's gonna look like later. Okay, and so this is Endless Pizza, right? I forget which one they classify, because the other one is the one that gives you gold. But is that classified as a carry augment? Because neither of those are really... I imagine Endless Pizza is the support augment, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. So, probably just wants to play a set game with sure shots. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. We'll see what they end up actually playing, but like that's the most obvious comp you can play from this angle. What's the Talon carry augment? Oh shit. Alright. Maybe we get to see a cool Talon 3 game. Alright. Units on first carousel. There's a spat on a Yumi. There's a bow on a Senna, which would feel really good for the person who's gonna play around sure shots. Nothing else too crazy. I mean, Jax with chain's okay, but Jax isn't that much of a unit. Okay. Oh, and we get to see their admin. So it's plus 25% attack speed sometime. Might be at start of combat, might be on kill. I don't know. I can't read that part. I guess I can just screenshot this little bit, huh? Bonks. At the beginning of the fight. Okay. So at the beginning of the fight, get 25% attack speed. God bless. God bless online. Oh my god, wait, it's Juanmei? Juanmei again is going to play insane loss streak into Talon. He doesn't have a Talon. Oh, wow. This is hard force territory. And he took the spat. Somebody explain to me how the ladder works. I see some Grandmasters with less than 200 elo, but I also see a Master with 200 to 400 elo. At the end of every day, it updates. And it's the top, like, 750 players or something like that. So, like, you can be Master tier and then climb super hard in one day and be, like, 500 LP, but you still have to wait till midnight for it to promote you. This tournament doesn't have Huamei Shunga? Yeah, Huamei's here. Shunga is not. I believe I heard Frodan say that Shunga just didn't qualify. I don't know if that's because he was just like doing other stuff or what. I'm not sure. I don't actually know how the qualification worked for this tournament. He was like, Shunga was like casting this tournament. If you see like in between games, we just have the games today, so you're not gonna see, but like Shunga's like at the caster desk with some other people, so cool. Why do they have to have the most scuffed camera setups possible, though? Well, I don't know. They don't want to see people's backgrounds, so they have the little, like, little automatic... Ooh, look at this gold, by the way. Camille Augment, JG. Okay, so this is another Camille player, right? Because the other player had Camille, too. There's two people who took Camille support Aug. Interesting. Yeah, I would think you just take the gold here. 78 HP is not that low. Good morning from Australia sub. Yo, good morning. Good morning. How's it going? If you guys can't hear that car horn in my background, it's really annoying me, but if the situation where there was a horrible construction sound coming from like blowing my eardrums out and no one on stream could hear it is any indication, then maybe you guys can't hear it. Ooh, what a good loss. Oh my god, what a good loss. But he doesn't have underground. Oh no, he kept underground in. Okay, interesting. So he just took the money. I heard I was watching Casper's stream. Currently like rank 2 or 3 NA. I don't know. He's like bouncing in between. And he was like, yeah, you never take an early cash out on underground. But I see a lot of Chinese players just take the early cash out and like sometimes keep it in. Just jagged an early morning first, playing Laser Corpse with Fiddle 2 after a series of fifths, so things are going well. Yo, Pog. I feel like I've been cursed to never get a first place again. I have so many games where I'm like, this game's it. I have an insane spot this game, and then it's just inexplicably a second. So, maybe I can break that curse today when we play some games. He's gonna beat Krugs, right? Yeah, and he's got him. This is like a pretty close Krugs fight, though, agreed? If he doesn't have IE Slam, does he lose to this? Oh, Hodge? What's his spot? He's gonna go IE Hodge Talon. Okay, the horn is gone. I mean, surely you roll here, right? Okay, he's just fixing his board before he rolls. That's fair. Talon. How deep does he roll here? Like, okay, I don't want to be a negative Nancy, but doesn't this spot already look like a bot 4? He's 20 gold. He's rolling it to 0 here, and he has 4 I guess he has 5 talons with the augment. I guess if he high rolls Talon, he can make it work. But yeah, he's just sending it to 0. Oh, this is Chinese TFT at its finest, man. Send it to 0 here. I mean, he's very close to Silas. He doesn't really have Silas items yet. He's toast. I don't know. We'll see. I had a game the other day where I played Talon Reroll. Oh, he hit Silas at least. Okay, so that should hopefully stabilize him a little bit. Where I hit like a Silas 3 at 3-1 like this. I mean, the difference was I had like 40 gold left. Just because I naturaled a bunch of Silases, and Huamei definitely did not. And I legit just like win streak like all of stage 3 with like Talon 2 Silas 3. Grab seems pretty good there. It's silver augments. I'm not gonna pause for these. Come on, edge silver augments. Throw the hunt for the oh really? Throw the hunt for the endless pizza player? Huh. I feel like you already have so much healing. Another thrill here. Is it just China? Do they love thrill? I mean, it's a solid augment for sure. I was just surprised to see 2 people snap pick thrill. Future Sight is a very, very strong augment, so I can definitely see that. Down to see the Future Sight player more. Okay. I would take actually, I mean, you already have healing. I don't know. I think I'd take grab bag here. Because like the value of hitting a Talon item or a Silas item is so high. Like, if you hit a tank item for Silas, isn't your spot like actually really nice? I would just I would make the Talon 2 and play a second Talon 2 here personally. He has Renegade Spat that he could make. Renegade Spat doesn't do that much in this comp though, just frees up a slot, and he really isn't looking for unit slots that bad right now. Yeah, I would honestly have Slam Taj. Does he win this fight? Yoink! Alright, nice. He didn't even have to make the Talon 2, and he won the fight. Not bad. I didn't have to send the Hodge. This is such a greedy angle from Huamei. You might explain the augments a little more when you're reviewing foreign streams? Oh, just like saying what each one is? It's like you can't read them. That's fair. Future Sight, Thrill of the Hunt, Celestial Blessing, Electric Charge, Celestial Blessing, First Aid Kit, Thrill of the Hunt, Second Wind. Oh, and maybe I should like say what they do. Because that's probably what. Okay, so this is Future Sight, so it gives him a Zephyr. Oh, did he? Okay, no, he has the Zephyr. It gives him a Zephyr, and he sees who he's fighting next. So like, yeah, he knows what his next opponent's gonna be. This is Electro Charge, so when a unit crits, like when an enemy unit crits, they get shocked. Like, so like you see all the little shockwaves coming out of Wukong because of all the crits coming from Ezreal. It's like shocking the units around them. It's nice with like a strong front line. Thrill the Hunt is what 2 of those players took. It's just on kill your units gain like HP. I think it's like 300 HP at 1 star. Celestial Blessing just gives all your units percent healing on any damage they do. I think that's most of them. Oh, and Second Win is after 10 seconds in fight or 15 seconds. It heals your entire team for a percent of their HP. All right. Yeah, I don't know what anyone's spot is, so I can't really speak too much about these items up carousel. I have a decent understanding the augments, just struggle recognizing them in foreign streams. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Yeah, I basically just only go by augments. I don't read anything in these streams. Or go by the symbols. But yeah, I can imagine how, like, if you don't have a deep understanding of all of them, then it can be difficult. All right, so we got his cash out here. Another Titans. Man, I don't know if it's just circumstance, but I feel like in China, they love Titans. I want to see what that augment was. A team-wide buff. Okay. So we're not going to get to see which one it is. I guess we can see whatever the team-wide buff is. Every 5 seconds, your team heals 150. At the beginning of battle, you get a 20% shield. I guess we'll see. Did they get a shield? No. It's the every 5 seconds either heal or gain max HP. The last one was every 5 seconds. Okay, it's every 5 seconds heal 150. That seems good in this comp. When I get the Fawn, he might be saved. Okay, Bog. I mean, if he can hit Talon 3, he obviously spikes really hard. Never feel bad making a Titans. Yeah, I mean, it's really nice on this Viego guy. And it's actually pretty solid, yeah. Now that you make that point, like it's reasonable on Zed, it's reasonable on Viego, it's reasonable on Set. Yeah, kind of a cracked item, huh? Worst case scenario, you can throw it on a backliner. I didn't really think about that. Okay, so yeah, oh my god, the Fawn. On a sick. He still only has, I mean, he only needs 3 Talons. You just roll it down at 4-1 and you hit. It's like you're guaranteed to hit. He didn't end up making Hodge. I don't know why delayed so long on making it, but all good. Random Raka too? I'm down. I mean, the admin's definitely not bad. Random Mordekaiser, but yeah, I mean, I guess you could. Yeah, it's pretty tough to fit it. You'd have to cut out Ox Force. You'd have to cut out like Fiora. Like you probably just want to get 4 Ox Force in most of the time. I guess you cut out Zac as well. I mean, he has no MR shred. He's really not like the Mordekaiser that much. I kind of like Mord here over Zac. But maybe he's afraid he won't have enough frontline if he does that, and Mord will just get one shot. Like, the fact that he has no MR shred in this Viego comp scares me. Like, I think a lot of people really like making Ionic Spark. He is holding the Mord, so maybe he'll think about getting it in. He could also just make Ionic if he gets it off Wolves. His bench is so expensive, though. What the hell? How expensive is his board here? 20, 25? His bench is like 29 gold? Something like that? Wait, more than that, actually? It's over 30, actually. What the hell? It's insane. But I mean, like, it's actually curious. I see... Oh, he just turned his cam off. What the hell? What was that, man? You see so many Chinese players playing the MF in this Viego comp. It's quite interesting. It makes sense, though. Like, she can... Like, having an ace to execute everything that Viego gets low. Or vice versa, having the MF damage everything and then Viego can execute. A nice sort of duo carry, especially if you get like a spat for it. This isn't Juan Mei. Okay, this is... this guy ended up playing... Ooh? Went off? But yeah, that guy ended up playing Camille Reroll. Kind of sucks that they end up contesting each other. Gotta keep 12 seconds. Ooh, you got... Go, Juan Mei, go! Okay, he's good. All good. Alright. And now you just start pushing levels, right? So many random Sedges as well. Yeah, if you can give an MF Ox Force spat, like mine. Alright, and they ends up building GS last item. Seems very reasonable. Is he just gonna like one-shot? Oh, it actually didn't one-shot the Sona, but I mean, it basically did. Not bad. Let's see. Oh! Okay. That's interesting. That was like part of a Mordekaiser ult, I think. Oh my god. The Future Side player has a ASOL 2 at 4-1 with 3 items? What the hell? Kind of horrifying. Who's this player's 98 HP and win streaking, by the way? CXX? What's their board? Alright, we're going into final augment here. Hero into silver. You could look at the flowchart and figure out what it's going to be, but I didn't do that. So, let's see. I feel like it's something cool. Yeah, gold. Alright. Ace Mat over here. This person insta-took CB, insta-took Ascension. So good when you're playing a set comp. Makeshift armor seems really good in Huamei's spot because, you know, he doesn't have a lot of tank items and, like, his bench is also not tank. The Knife's Edge makes a lot of sense with the... Oh my god. I don't know if this guy's going to hit 3-star Camille this game. Just add on grab bags over here. Makes a relative amount of sense. Okay. Some pretty standard picks. I mean, nothing too crazy. Yeah, I'm also surprised at the lack of Ionic prioritization in these Viego comps. I feel like so many people are like, you have to take it. Every time I've had a crack either playing Camille or Renegade Talon, it's been contested. Every other game, no one plays a class of PFD. So, yeah, it'd be that way sometimes. We're gonna see this person's board, so it's like a threats board. It's a threats plus set board. It's a resets board. He's actually getting wrecked by this Viego though. Just can't kill it. There's not enough like single target damage in the comp. That's insane that this board lost. All right, Kwame's board doing work. Should be able to wrap this fight up. in like overtime, he's just gonna, oh my god, yeah, just one-shot that guy. All right, so we're seeing a lot of the people who lost streaked start spiking, seeing a lot of the people who had a lot of HP start losing. Another player with Asol too. Yeah, I feel like there's a pretty high prio on Asol in these set comps. Just because if you don't have healing reduction, it's really nice. And he's just another backliner. Yeah, like look at the spot. He's still 2 Camille's off. He's already taken the Camille out of the little augment bag. 32 HP. Oh wait, he is not 2 Camille's off. He is 4 Camille's off. He doesn't even have Camille 2 on bench. Oh, yeah, I don't know, man. This seems kind of sus. At least his Camille items are good. But what's his bench? It's Tier Rod? Yeah, this looks like a bot 4 to me. This looks like you say Mort dogged on Camille's, Mort dogged on items, go next. I mean, he was like slightly contested by the fact that Juanma ended up picking up like 5 Camille's. It makes it like pretty hard for him to end up hitting. Oh god. And like stabilization is like almost nowhere in sight. He just kind of has to roll down and hope that he hits 4 Camille's, which is not that likely. My god, that's so horrifying. I'm curious to see if the Talon players end up building Ionic or not. Oh. Viego, or Talon or Viego. Viego with a spat is really tempting for any of the Viego players. Really like your contents, keep on going. Thank you, Luca. I'm actually really curious on this, how this Camille guy does. I think he's going fast 8th. But I mean, if he hits Camille 3, maybe he can go 6th. But that spot looks really bad to me, especially with the items that he has left over. Rod tier. Like, I guess he has to build Hodge last item on Camille. Did he even get that off Carousel? I think it was the Y guy. I'm not sure, though. If he got Hodge off Carousel, maybe he's okay. Oh, this actually, like, a really... Like, this, like, looks like he's playing last patch, man. And LeBlanc carry just stabilized on 7, rolling for, like, LeBlanc 2, Sona 2. Is a random Rammus 2 carrying everything? Yeah, maybe Annie's too unreliable of an item carry nowadays with her nerfs. Just put items on Rammus randomly. Almost feels better. Well, I mean, it definitely does feel better. It's like this Annie unit, I feel like, does not do as much post-nerfs. This is another situation. Well, no, he has Static Shiv. Okay, I was going to say, like, he doesn't have Ionic either. Talon player took the Viego spat? Okay, Fog. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to imagine, right? Like, this does look like a pretty reasonable board. Rammus, man, it just won't die. This is the Endless Pizza player, but, like, he actually just can't get through Rammus at all. To be fair, this guy's level 8-0, and CXX is level 730 gold, so, like, he hasn't spiked as hard yet. CXX is looking to spike at, like, 5-1. Oh, get rid of this flying text. Love a good fast 8th? Agreed. Oh, yeah, is that him? Is that the Camille player? Though this guy doesn't believe an itemless Sona is willing to put an Urgot over 4 Spellslinger. I mean, this Urgot unit is, yeah, Talia? Oh, doesn't believe in itemless, yeah, Talia? Yeah, I mean, I think it's actually kind of hard to fit in Talia there, right? Well, Annie, and what's his last slinger? But, like, I don't know, this Urgot unit is so, insane. This building static and ionic stackers are just useless. It's just useless. I mean, it's not completely useless because, like, theoretically, like, if your static shift procs on a different unit than your ionic, then, you know, like, the MR shred still works. But yeah, they don't stack. You can't double shred someone's MR. It's either shred or it's not shred. It's whatever, like, the highest shred is, and, you know, ionic and static are exactly the same amount of shred, so yeah, it doesn't stack. All right, do we see our Camille player go 8th here? I mean, okay, he did end up getting the Hodge at least, but, I mean, yeah, he couldn't hit Camille this game. That's TFT, baby. Go next. Play Mort Dog. Play BG. Dead before freaking Aurelian Doom. My god. Ame took a not great loss there, but he's still pretty healthy. 38 HP. Same applies to units like Mort and Chog. Oh, Mord and Cho'Gath. Well, Cho'Gath doesn't MR shred. Cho'Gath mana reaves. If you get the augment that makes him MR shred, then yes. And then yeah, like Mord also. Yeah, same thing. Like Ionic doesn't stack with Mord ult. The only thing that stacks is if it says, like, if it shreds flat and percent, then those things do stack, but just negatively. So if you build a Last Whisper on Zed, technically those two items have like negative synergy, but like, you know, it's still good enough that you end up building it a lot of the time. Also, this is the get paid player. He's got 100 gold level 8 here. Am I seeing that right? Ended up just pivoting to a set board, hit set 2. My god. But yeah, so like Zed shreds flat with his ability, and then Last Whisper shreds percent. So what happens there is he shreds like, say like gets rid of like 5 armor, and then Last Whisper shreds on top of that. So they actually kind of have negative synergy because it means Last Whisper is doing less work, but it's still good enough. He's level 9, man. He's level 951. It's so gross. I didn't even end up in this spot. Just found the Samira early, I guess. Like, just hit on Samira and sat. He has Ascension, which is so good. Okay, so I was gonna say, I'm curious if he ends up going like Vertical Duelist, or if he just pivots to something else. He definitely just pivoted into a set comp, and is still playing the GP as just extra money. 71 HP, 118 gold, level 8, Chinese TFT in a nutshell. I feel like most Chinese TFT players I see have like 0 gold in this spot. It's hilarious. Shred per Whisper is reduced, but it's not more shred. TFT is not a complicated game. TFT is too complicated. Like, also, sometimes you'll just like read something in TFT and you'll think it works a certain way, but it works like the opposite of how you think it does. Just because they worded it weird for fun, you know? A lot of Vel'Koz in these late game boards. Is Senna / Threats real comp edge? No, I think it's fine. It's not like a force every game kind of comp, but you can play it if you're in a position for it. You didn't get nerfed at all, right? It's just not that common. You need like the Senna carry augment or like just like some reason to play it. Like I think it's awkward to hard force. This player, so yeah, he ended up just playing not Aphelios, but Aesol carry without like the Aesol augment or anything. He ends up dying for it, right? That was him dying. It looks weird because I think that's him just dead on the 7th. That's the person who hit Aesol 2 that early. Said I got buffed even when you need the right augments IMO? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's basically like a hero augment situation, or like high roll a bunch of like Sennas and threats or something. Okay. So this is the Invigorate player. Just a flex gameplay going around in China. Invigorate player just plays Lee Sin plus like random Aphelios too they found. Let's see. Alright. This guy, oh my god. Just so good. He can decide when he wants to roll more. Got Urgot. 5-3. The only thing is he's down a hero augment, right? Because this hero augment has no combat strength this late in the game. So, like, theoretically, his board will cap out lower than everyone else, but to be fair... Oh my god! The Urgot ult knocked Talon out of the ult that was going to jump onto Samira. Okay. He ends up getting to jump anyway. That's the most sick stuff you'll see in TFT, is when Talon gets knocked out of his ult. I feel like that's so nuts. Anytime I see that, I go crazy. Right, he ends up winning the fight. What does he even want here? I'd like to see his board again, because I like what slots does he have open items wise? Third Senna item. Oh, he's got infinite slots open. Huh. Third set item here probably. I feel like gives you enough damage. I don't know. Really just depends, huh? You go less. Wait, what were his Senna items? He doesn't have Last Whisper yet, and he doesn't have Sunfire for set. Okay, I'm thinking Last Whisper is Sunfire here then. Lanoramus getting yoked mid-air is great. It's like, I don't know, it's so crazy. I always just assume that they're gonna, you know, go as far as they can. Last Whisper here then? Yoink! Or Sunfire then? Oh no, he got it. Wait. Didn't get it. Yeah, but the Sunfire is really good as well. Yeah, Huame got the Last Whisper. Huame got the Last Whisper? He just wanted the Janna. I mean, it's pretty good here. A little scary. Wow, he's really gonna the Silas, and Silas has an infinity edge. The hell happened this man? He's 16 HP though. He might be able to top 4 from the spot. Really scary. You know, I can't say that I would have ever built Infinity Edge on a Silas, but I mean, if you look at how much damage he's doing, the crit's probably not nothing. I think he probably just ended up with 2 offensive components, and he like doesn't have a Silas or not a Silas. He does have a Silas because that's who the actions are on. He doesn't have like a Viego here because like all the Viegos I guess get taken out of the pool. Man, look how tanky this Talon is. Not bad. I don't know if he can 1v9 this though. Maybe if he jumps around the board a lot. Maybe if he one-shots this middle. Oh no, he's gonna go on the Fiora because she goes into the corner. He did a valiant effort here. Oh my god. Wait. He actually won that. What? My god, Talon. Oh, Talon deserves a raise after that one. That was insane. What? I can't believe he actually won that. Janna diff, true. I find it interesting how rarely you see Quicksilver given all the CC that's present in late game boards. Yeah. I mean, you'd want him more like a melee carry. Like, backline doesn't get CC'd that much, I feel like. This is actually an interesting board that we haven't seen that much. It's the Aphelios board. Oh god, they do this split screen where you get to see everyone's fights, which is so cool, but it's so overwhelming. Like, I'm looking at the left right now, but you guys can look at the right. Do whatever you want, I guess. Is IE great on Talon? It's fine. You'd prefer Jewel Gauntlet generally, but IE is good in a pinch. Like, IE and Jewel Gauntlet are kind of interchangeable. The only difference is like a little bit of the stats you get. I think he just ended up IE this game because just because of the components that he had. Like, if you look at his items, how many rods did he even hit this game? I don't think it's that many. So yeah, he had to end up building IE. And it's not even that bad because Talon auto-attacks a decent amount. He's like jumping to the backline and autoing. So it's like not even like bad. You know, like you can go IE on Misfortune and it's not great. But like on Talon, it's like arguably even better than it would be on like a unit like MF. All right, we can see the final items that they get. We're off to the top 4. Hwame actually made it to top 4. My god. What a sus game that like ended up being saved by the Fawn and eventually hitting the Talon. I mean, the fact that this game was a top 4 hard force from Hwame is like, I don't know, I feel like it kind of speaks to how strong this comp is, no? Shroud is often the take late game. He doesn't have an open slot on most of his unit. I mean, you look at your matchups. I feel like it's usually Shroud. What else do you take, like Shojin for Asol? It's definitely not bad. If it's a matchup where Shroud you think is going to be not relevant, then pretty reasonable. It's just, he's too wealthy. He finally ended up taking out the GP. All right. Let's see what this fight looks like. Okay, so yeah, he's fighting the Aphelios, but yeah, there's not that much to Shroud on this board, it seems. And they're not that clumped. Oh yeah, I can definitely see taking Shojin here. But I can't, there's just so much going on when you do the double split screen like this. And actually both fights ended up being almost close. This fight on the left is actually so close. Is that Hwame dying on the right? It is, yeah. All right, so Hwame on 4th. I mean, I think from a hard force angle, you can be pretty happy with that, right? We take those, honestly. Right, CXX on a 5-win streak. This guy's at 39 HP. He might actually not be able to win out. That's a random Leona 2 that's getting eaten by this this set. It's a lot of HP. I mean, this is his most capped board, right? It's something that I've been thinking about more recently. Like, is your most capped board when you play sure shots just always 2 sure shots? Because I like played 4 sure shots the other day, and I felt like maybe I would have just been in a better spot if I cut out the other 2 sure shots and just played, you know, like legendaries. I think in this meta probably, with how strong Nunu and Urgot and Fiddlesticks are. Like the thing is, like, you can fit them all into regular sure shots. I don't know. Something I was thinking about, because I think I went 2nd a game that I felt like I should have gone 1st, and I think maybe the answer is just that I should have cut two of my sure shots and played like a Nunu 2 plus like a second Fiddlesticks or something. I don't know. I'd like to look at the data. Depends on augments. Yeah, if you have +1 sure shot, then I mean you always play 4 because like it's just free. But like if you don't have +1 sure shot, I guess that's the situation I'm thinking about more. All right, random Zach in here, just for the Man, look at how many Samiras are doing so well, and so many. All right, I'm hard forcing Samira plus Asol every game. Yeah, Fiddle's insane. Argot's insane. But like I already got 2 Fiddlesticks on my board late game, so I was like, should I cut sure shots and play like 3 Fiddlesticks? Maybe. All right. The Aphelios board into this. Oh, it's also good to see Aphelios carry doing so well, because I feel like prior to this patch, Aphelios carry was so underwhelming. There's the story that I will tell until the end of the set, where I was watching a game that like Frodan's stream was spectating, and someone had Cruel Pact, went level 7 as soon as possible, hit a Aphelios 2 on 3-2, and was dead by 3-5, because they lost like 2 fights in a row with Aphelios 2 at stage 3. But I think that shouldn't happen as much anymore. All right, who just died there? That's not the get paid player, right? Yeah, the get paid player is still alive. All right, so it should be the last 2. I don't know. It takes a second for the right thing to update, I think. How's that possible? He just had a Aphelios 2 with just like a Renans and a bow or something because it was so early and he didn't have good frontline and he just died. Because I think that unit last patch was really just not that much of a carry. It was just a sort of like nice utility, nice like do a little bit of extra damage. Why did it look like someone died there? But the score thing on the right doesn't show someone died. Weird. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I thought someone died, but they didn't. Okay, looks like they didn't. Aphelios needs another small buff, I feel. What do you think is the best ability to choose from at the moment? I think it's probably gotten to the point where like it is situational. I think it was relatively situational before. Like the other 2 guns got big buffs, so I do think like it's you just pick them in the situations they're meant to be picked. The middle gun when you have like no items or you want CC. The right gun when you have to like chew through a bunch of frontline. Like here, this guy picked the right gun because there's just a lot of like tanky, like really tanky units to get through. And then the left gun when you want like backline access, like when you're playing around Viego and you want to like set up Viego to get kills. So yeah. It's a close lobby, man. Oh my god. I think she's got that right with the ace. Oh god, wait, but what about OxDD? OxDD! Oh my god, Oxforce gets it. Man, okay. And so that's CXXDad, which was the Endless Pizza player. So now it's just this Lee Sin board versus this super capped out board. So interesting that they ended up just playing Lee Sin the entire game with, like, it's a no synergies Lee Sin that's just sitting on the board carrying tank items. And like that's just good enough. It's so interesting. It's like a replay of the last fight. That's cool. Endless Pizza is great, yeah. I assume this is oh yeah, that's a replay of the other guy getting killed. Okay. Wow, that was a close fight too. My god. This entire lobby has been so sick, honestly. If this guy wins, the get paid player, that would make for a great like clickbait YouTube. This player had 100 gold? But if the other guy wins, I don't know. I'll have to figure out what my other clickbait title is. Oh? Almost. I'm rooting for that guy. It's the best narrative. All right. This is so cool that we get to see the split scene here. I mean, he has so much gold, and he won that fight. He's almost at Urgot 3. Oh my god, he's 2 Urgots of Urgot 3. And that's another Nunu 2. Like, how do you even play that? Oh my god. Is he gonna hit Urgot 3 in tournament? That would be pretty sick. Gonna get a little bit of gold here. I mean, I'm down for a duplicator to be dropped. I am, I'd be very happy seeing a duplicator here. Alright. Item here. Oh, this guy's already holding 2 Urgots. Rat. No. No, the Urgot 3 dream. I mean, maybe he can hit Nunu 3 now that the others are out of the pool. Another Urgot? Oh my god. How many 5 costs in the pool? It's 11? Right? So he can exactly hit if the other guy holds 2? Or is it 10? It's 10. If the other guy holds 2, you can never hit Urgot 3. Dude. Oh, but he sold one of his Urgots for fun. Oh yeah, he should have put the Urgots in during creeps and farmed more stuff, you're right. Is he just gonna win the... Oh? He's not gonna win this fight. Oh my god, this game is so close. Oh my god. All comes down to the next fight. Yeah, so I don't know why that guy sold his other Urgot, because if he holds Urgots, it's impossible for this guy to hit. He's selling board. He's actually selling board and sending it. Oh my Giga Chad. Oh, he's not hitting. He didn't hit a single. Oh, there's a Nunu. You just sell the Urgots here. Oh my god, he's selling the rest of the board. He's got to roll fast, though. Just got to look at the 5 costs. I don't think he hit. He didn't. Oh my god. He had so much gold left, he just couldn't roll fast enough. Oh my god. Oh. What an ending, though. It's such a crazy ending to the game. Oh my god. That was an insane game. Hope you guys on YouTube enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Check out all my links down below. Thank you.